Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Paul. What's up, Paul?
All right, mate, how you going?
All right, so this will be the 14th part to the reaction to Doctor Who Series 11, Episode 1, The Woman Who Fell to Earth. And this is your reaction, so we're going to get your review. So what's going on? What did you think of the episode?
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I really did like it. I think it was Philip who was saying it fell a little bit flat in the middle, and that's my gripe. The story got a little bit how can I say? It slowed down in the middle. It was like it could have been done in maybe 50 minutes rather than an hour and 5 minutes. It was at 10 minutes too much.
Well, it's 10 minutes that the Doctor didn't appear, basically.
No, not so much that, because I thought that was a good little thing to do.
Yeah.
Actually, keep us waiting, keep the anticipation.
No, my point was that they added 10 minutes because the Doctor didn't appear for like 10 minutes, probably.
I think that story, the backstory with the Indian guy's sister, I don't know whether that was necessary or not. To me,
it wasn't really. They just threw that in there, and you're like, "What the hell's happening?" And it's like, "Oh, okay."
That was the only thing I thought was a little bit of padding to the episode.
The writing was rushed on that part because they didn't really develop that.
No.
Like, we're supposed to know that. They just threw that in there, and it was like, oh, all right. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, but apart from that, no, I thought it was a breath of fresh air. It was a completely new outlook, completely different take. It was, everything looked different, the feel of it, the music, the whole shebang. It was completely different. The other thing, and this is going to sound a little bit, I'm not being sexist or nothing here, but I think that Bradley stole the show. I think that it's going to take Jodie maybe an episode or two just for us to really get to know her character. I invested in her. I got that she was a doctor, but I need to see more of her because there was so much backwards and forwards, trying to get the other characters into the show, and it's never easy a first episode, is it? To try.
Yeah, they gotta build somewhere. I mean, they gotta spend some time to establish that. Yeah.
Yeah, but to me, Bradley Walsh, he stole the show from me. He can't do no wrong. And I said to you, Joe, before filming even started, I said Bradley Walsh, when he was hired, I said he will do a bloody good job, because I saw him.
The main thing, right?
Yeah, I saw him in Law and Order UK. I never missed an episode of that show, and Chibnall was behind Law and Order UK.
Because of him,
and I think he was hired on the back of Law and Order UK because he done such a good job.
Right.
So and I thought he conveyed so many different emotions, throughout that episode in a short space of time. He didn't have that much screen time, but every time he was on the screen, he just lit the screen. He reminded me a little bit of Wilf in a way.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody else has said that, but he's that kind of character. He's the older generation, although he's not that. I don't know if you realise, he's wearing a wig.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's wearing a wig.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he always wears a wig?
No. It was only because during breaks in filming, he went back to London to film The Chase.
Oh, and he didn't have hair with that?
He just doesn't have grey hair at all. So, and obviously the character in Doctor Who requires him to be older and have grey hair. So,
Oh, okay. I
and
didn't know that.
they didn't want to put dye in his hair because then that means it's going to look strange him appearing on the chase with
Right.
grey hair. So I just decided to make him a wig for the whole series.
Wow.
So
I didn't know. I wasn't aware of that.
yeah, that's the truth. That is true.
Now I have a question for you because I know before the series started, you were so enthusiastic. You were like at times critical to us, like, "Hey, you're too negative," blah blah blah. I seen the episode. I loved it completely. I doing like so many casts on it, and now I feel sad because you're on here, and it seems to me that you were all like,
no,
it was
no. I've said to everybody who I've spoke to, like on Facebook Messenger, Connor, Philip.
Right,
Brian,
so you really enjoyed it. I
really enjoyed it. Yeah, It was just. I just think it was, the acting was great. The characters were well drawn out. I think Chibnall was really good at that, doing the characterizations and everything.
Right.
I didn't have a problem with it. I just thought it was just 10 minutes too long.
Okay. I actually thought they did the extra 10 minutes only because she didn't appear for 9 minutes. So they said, well, we got to have her a full 40 minutes. So whatever it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the reasoning behind it. But because, again, if it was only that amount of time and then she wasn't in for like 9-10 minutes, then that would have been an issue. But so what about the villain?
It wasn't what I was expecting for 6:45 in the evening, and I've seen all your casts about how you thought it was quite dark.
But I did like him, though. I liked him a lot. You didn't like him?
Yeah, I liked him, and I've got a funny feeling that he might be back again.
I'm pretty sure he's going to be back. I'm like almost positive because it seems so obvious that the way it went out, that he has a revenge kick against her for shaming him. So even if it's not him, his race, probably.
Did that bit at the end as well remind you of the at the end of the Christmas invasion with the Prime Minister when she shot the?
What do you mean that the companion died?
When the guy kicked the bloke, the tooth monster off the crane. You shouldn't have done that.
No,
and
I know, but
reminded me a bit of Tennant and the Prime Minister.
See, I didn't really get that from that because I thought it was a perfect reaction because this guy's trying to kill him. So what the hell, Just kicked him off. I mean, what are you going to do? Hold his hand? I mean, obviously he's either going to kill you, or the only way he's not going to kill you is if he can't kill you because he's incapacitated. So I thought it was a perfectly human reaction that this guy kicked him because, but again, he transported, so he didn't die anyway. He got back to his right.
It was just the way she took the authority.
She got mad.
You shouldn't have done that. And that just reminded me of Tennant saying to the Prime Minister when
but she didn't do any consequences to the guy for doing that. She just scolded him. She didn't erase his memory or get him fired or any thing like that. And it was weird that I didn't really think about it, but it was weird that she was in those clothes for like a week, I guess, and then or whatever amount of time it was like, and then
church out at the funeral.
It's time for you to get a new change of clothes, and it's like, oh yeah, right. It's like, wow, thank God, Galfreds don't stink. That's
they don't stink, do they?
I'm glad. I really enjoyed her. So, what did you rate it? Let's. Or do you want to go into the details of the companions first before you rate it?
The companions, I wouldn't mind actually because
Ryan. Start with Ryan.
Well, obviously, I think you're aware, I suffer with the same thing that what Ryan's got. I also have dyspraxia.
I wasn't aware of that actually.
Yep. I was diagnosed with dyspraxia 12 years ago when I lived in Australia.
I didn't know that was even a thing until Doctor Who episode.
No, well, I didn't even know about dyspraxia until I was diagnosed with it. I'd never heard of it before, and because and everything clicked into place when I was told about it by the doctor who diagnosed me. Everything then made sense about my childhood, what I was going through, because of the coordination and the everything else what goes with it. So And the doctor said to me, no, you've got dyspraxia. And so it was quite a good, I wanted to see how they portrayed Ryan in Doctor Who more than anyone else, because I knew, I think a week before Doctor Who was about to start, that this guy was going to be a guy who had dyspraxia.
Now, what this thing is, the balance or the
okay, what it is, it's your coordination, it's your concentration, it's your balance, which is tied in with your coordination anyway. And I used to call it clumsy syndrome back in the day before they had a
title though, but
yeah, I used to call it clumsy syndrome because and I remember when I was quite young, not now, but when I was very little, I used to keep falling over quite a lot or tripping over pavements, or sidewalks.
Okay.
And I was actually evaluated by a child psychologist, and they said something was wrong, but they didn't know what it was, because back then it couldn't
there was no thing, but it wasn't to do with psychology at all.
And we're talking about when I was at school in the very 73 onwards,
right,
at junior school, 73 to 79, and no one had a clue what and that kind of thing was like. So they just assumed that you were stupid and that you wasn't concentrating. Yeah, but that was how it was. And so they said, right, we'll put you at the front of the class because maybe you can't see the blackboard or whatever, They didn't make it.
It has nothing to do with anything to do with seeing the board. It was just so stupid that they just did that. But okay.
Yeah, but for me personally, with dyspraxia, the main thing for me is my concentration abilities. So, for instance, if I
it's not just riding a bike. It's to do with focused on something.
Well, it's funny. I don't ever remember really having. I was quite good with the bike. I think I had what they call trainers or whatever for a little while. The back wheels on the bike. A tricycle, is it? Whatever they call them.
Whatever it is, it's training wheels, right? Okay.
Training wheels, yeah. I had them for a little while. I think I was about 7 or 8, and then I was okay on the bike. But wasn't. That's what I got to think. Maybe that's a little bit over the top at 19, and he still can't ride a bike with dyspraxia.
Even with that, he should have been able to do it.
Yeah, I thought that, but I'm guessing that. Actually, I did see a video the other day where they did speak to a dyspraxia medical team or whatever to get the inside, and apparently one of Chibnall's relations has got dyspraxia as well.
So that's why he put it in there.
Yeah, whether it's a nephew or someone close.
Oh,
other reason. So yeah, my main thing is concentration. So for instance, if I watch an episode of Doctor Who, and it's quite a complicated, say, episode, with lots of techie stuff and everything. I will watch it once and then I'll watch it again, but I'll watch it with the subtitles, because if I watch it with the subtitles, it helps me concentrate more and it helps me absorb it, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because some people with dyspraxia, sometimes their mind just wanders when you can be watching a TV program you're enjoying, and then next thing your mind's just going off somewhere else.
Oh, so it's not just being rude; it's just they're just mind just attention to it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or you can go off on a tangent on. Sometimes I can talk for England, the people say, "You're very confident, Paul." I said, "Well, it's not just that; it's because I've got dyspraxia as well, and I tend to go on a bit, but
yeah,
that don't bother me." But I thought the boy in Doctor Who, he played the character well. But when he said he was doing engineering, I thought, that might be a step too far for someone who's got dyspraxia.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because he was learning to be an engineer. And I thought to myself, I don't know about that. That might be a step too, because I knew I couldn't touch anything mechanical or do anything mechanical in my lifetime. No way, because I remember working on a plant once, a printing plant, and it was like what they call a web-based printing press.
Yeah.
And I was employed as, someone who was basically at the end of the line doing, feeding the paper through and all the rest of it. And it was you had to set up the machine and everything. And I just couldn't cope. It was like overload. And I must have been in my mid-20s at the time. And
what about Yasmin?
Yasmin?
Or Yasmin Khan?
Not enough character development at the moment. It wasn't really.
I know, it was a Ryan-centric episode, I know.
Yeah. So, and I've heard a lot of people say, well, they didn't really do much for Yaz. Well, hang on, it's
how much could you do in that amount of time?
Yeah. So I can understand.
But you clicked with Graham and Grace.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Grace, I was really sad about that.
She died, yeah.
But it wouldn't surprise me if you see her come back in flashback form, possibly.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah. I don't mean like as a ghost or anything like that.
Right.
Just,
I got you.
When they're thinking
Graham's
about
going to die at the end of the season? You think Graham's going to die at the end of the season? Cancer's going to come back?
I do, because for the simple facts, I don't think Bradley Walsh as a person would be the sort of person who would tie himself down to another 9 months.
Yeah, he's just going to be in here.
Because he's so busy doing other stuff. I don't know if you've heard interviews, but everybody says he's Mr. Show Business.
I know that some of the people on his show are annoyed because they can't film without him. They got to wait. I mean, they love him.
Yeah.
They want to get their stuff done. They want to get the chase filmed, and it's really difficult with him with that. So
he said he wasn't going to give the chase up, and they've got plenty of episodes in the can, so it's not a problem. And he did film a few extra episodes during breaks in filming from Doctor Who. So
that must have been difficult. Yeah.
But the poor guy, he can't be in two places. What, you expect him to take you 3 months off and do the chase and then go back to Doctor Who?
Yeah, I don't think he's going back. Way. Or maybe if he does, it'll be half the season, maybe.
Yeah, I can't see it. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I can't see it myself.
I think she's just going to have new companions every year, I think, unless they get some, I don't think she's going to have the same companions next year. I have a feeling. But,
I don't know.
And Jodie Whittaker's Doctor?
I felt like I didn't see enough of her and the development of her as the character. I got it straight away that she was I felt she was the Doctor, but I just wanted to see more.
Okay.
But because there is so much character development with the others as well, it just felt not enough. But what I did see, I was pleased with. I was very pleased with.
What do you rate the episode overall?
8.5.
Everybody's 8.5. Wow. Okay. Javon gave it 8.5. Higher than I did. I gave it an 8. Okay.
The other thing, did you notice? Do you remember an episode Chibnall wrote in season 6? I think it was Dinosaurs on a Spaceship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you remember rightly, when at the time he wasn't with Amy and Rory, they was off doing their own thing.
He was with the other people, with Queen
and he had what he called he had a gang. He collected like a gang together, didn't he?
He had his own companions never really seen, right?
Yeah. And that was kind of reminiscent. Like he wanted a gang together again. He wanted I think he had 3 characters with him back then on Dinosaurs on the Spaceship. He had
Queen Nefertiti, he had the Big Game Hunter, and then he had Rory and Brian and Amy. Right.
So that just shows you he likes the Doctor to have lots of people around him.
Yes,
and this reminded me of that from Dinosaurs in the Spaceship. Right.
Well, I remember when Tom Baker and also with Peter Davison, like towards the end, with Tom Baker and then Peter Davison's like tons of people in the TARDIS.
Tom Baker never liked it though, did he? He never liked having lots of people around him.
I know, but that was the end. Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah. But
all right.
No, other than that, I didn't have, I can't wait for tomorrow night.
I have a feeling, though, next year it's not going to be a whole bunch of people. It's just going to be one person, I think. But we'll see. I'm pretty sure they want to show differences in the seasons. They want to show differences in series, different companions. They don't want to have the same thing like the Doctor and Clara. Like, they want to really show they want the ratings to be, big, and they want to show nuances to the show.
Yeah.
Now, the Ghost Monument, supposedly, like Connor was in the cast with me earlier today, he said the Ghost Monument is actually the TARDIS.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah, so, I mean, but I'm glad the TARDIS is back. Are you glad the TARDIS is going to be back? I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want it to be away too long.
I saw someone sneaked a picture of it. I don't know if you saw it.
Send it to me off. I'll see it off there. Send it to me. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was... it seems strange not having the TARDIS in the first episode, but I'm guessing because there was so much else to pack in.
I understand why they didn't do it.
Yeah,
but now it's time to bring it back. I mean, it's not. You can't keep it away forever.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to be doing a podcast. Yeah, go ahead.
Did I send you the article as well that Jodie
wants to be in the role for a long time?
Been in the role for a long time.
Yeah. Connor already told me about that too. I like it. I think that I have no problem with her being in the role a long time, but as long as the writing is there to make her shine. But if it starts to decline, then you get new writers or whatever. I don't know, but I have no problem with her being in the role a long time.
I said that to you, Joe, all the time. I said as long as the writing's good, it'll be good, because if they've got the right cast, casting right and everything.
But also, I told you that if we can't really tell from the first two episodes, I have to see how the writing is without Chibnall, like with his team. I know he's part of the episodes, but we're not going to get a real grasp of the season unless we see episode by episode 3 or 4.
I still think, though, there was influences from the writers' room even in the first episode.
I'm sure. It's not like Moffat doing his own thing. Chibnall is totally different now. Chibnall is
pig-headed.
There's checks and balances. They're like, yeah, we don't think that's a good idea. Okay, that's cool. Let's do it this way.
Yeah.
It's not like Moffat's like, nope, we're doing it my way. Nope.
Yeah,
but it doesn't make sense. The Weeping Angel can be seen by me. It's nope, we're doing it my way. So, see, now it's a better thing because he's open-minded, which I hope he's open-minded like that. But we'll see.
No, I'm pretty sure he is, and that's what makes a good written episode. But,
I really appreciate your reaction. Just to let everybody know, there will be more reactions, and it's going to be going on even further than I expected, only because not everybody's seen the episode, unfortunately. They're starting to see it today. We're going to have Steampunk Star Racin's reaction today because he didn't see it, and then we're going to have other people's reaction, even well into the Ghost Monument. So it's going to be so weird how we're going to be talking about Ghost Monument and having parts for Ghost Monument and still have parts for The Woman Who Fell to Earth. But unfortunately, that's going to be the way it is, so please understand the confusion. Also, I have to work, and very shortly, so I can't do all these tests.
Butchered it. BBC America absolutely butchered it. I watched the BBC America.
I'm glad I didn't see the BBC America version, but
I watched it because I'd done an encore version.
Right.
Our time, 1 o'clock in the morning, which would have been about 8 o'clock your time.
Yeah.
And they kept, when they'd done the adverts, they kept doing interviews during the adverts and also coming up as well. Coming up before.
I don't like when they show 5 minutes ahead of time when they do that stupid shit.
Yeah.
I hate that. And it's no longer simulcast because it starts as simulcast, but then we have so many more commercials that you guys are way finished before we are. So it doesn't make any sense to be simulcast if you're not going to be in the same sync the whole entire
BBC America,
time.
Space, like they was both, and ABC Australia, they was all supposed to be simulcast. Simulcast means no adverts.
Meaning the whole entire episode is at the same time, not the beginning. And that's what people don't understand. This is why I don't want it to be simulcast, because it's not. They're never going to do it that way. So we have to go now because I have to run to work. I have to upload this and then get out. Believe me when I tell you, I wish I could do cast all day long, but duty calls. So I got to go, but I'll be back later.
You've done very well this week, Joe. I've been watching all your casts and all your different points of view from all the cast members, and it's been good to listen to.
Thank you, bro. And it's good showcasing. I want to really showcase as many of our members as we can. And again, I actually thought we were going to do 13 episodes. It looks like we're going to do over 20 because I didn't think it was going to be like that, but it will be. We'll probably be over 20 parts to this. So, all right, guys.
You take care.
Take care. Bye for now.